corner Ravage there, so blinks in, instantly bursts down the clock, but that's only going to be, he only just picked up the Master Madness.
Late game, you get the Hex on the OD, you get the Basher, but that is a long way off. Loda going to make his move here on mind control. Looks like he wanted to evacuate the lane, changes his mind, goes in for the stun.
I think he misclicked there.
We'll back away. Jerax is desperately trying to get that level 6 here in the top lane. He's going to Sunray, but he gets roared and will prevent him from retreating. Then the Anke stun comes out from the Centaur, and Jerax likely to go down here. Just 1 or 2 more auto attacks, popping the Fairy Fire, juking through the trees, turns with the Spirit, the double damage OD looking to counterplay this. Still somehow that Phoenix surviving in the trees. Bulldogs moved out of range. It's up to the Enchantress Creeps to finish the job. Finally get the Phoenix kill at the same moment. Elsewhere, Mind Control is going to die down in the river. Looks like they're trying to force the Roshan fight, but Matumba Man getting forced back. S4 lunging in. Good timing there by Matumba Man on the ultimate, dodging most of the Queen of Pain damage, but still he's low. And still S4 chases forward. When's that blink going to cool down? 4 seconds. Juking into the trees. Matumba Man getting fancy here, but they drop the Curse of the Silent, and I'm not sure he's going to be able to make it out. S4 pops the scream, gets the kill, and Alliance walk away. 2 cores the richer. They also delay the Phoenix level 6 team in the world, eking out farm elsewhere on the map and minimizing casualties. You can see Loda blinking through the trees now, trying to farm here deep in the bottom lane. Earlier it was the Queen of Pain, now she's top, and as soon as Bulldog gets scouted out, those two immediately get more aggressive. But Loda has a kill opportunity here. They also have a Global Silence ready, so they can prevent Jerax from doing anything, but not even necessary. Just 1 blink, 1 stun, 1 swing of that ugly sword.
Yeah.
Bottom tower has been denied.
So overall, I think Liquid's still pretty happy with that, but still S4 is having his way with them. They have not been able to slow down the Queen of Pain at all, and his positioning demonstrates he isn't afraid of anything Liquid can do.
Yeah, when you're farming at that spot on the map, you're getting a lot.
There's the Bear Banish, moving on to Mind Control. They have the Radiance, now they're going to silence Mind Control. He insta-pops the Ravage, he looks for the turnaround. Fada's got his ultimate, drops the hammer, lays out Aki, but the Savage Roar is going to force Fada back while they try to chase out the Tidehunter. Gets up the Anchor Smash into the trees. Bulldog will go, turning on the Bear. They're going to finish that off. And then the other Bear, Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy, arrives. Matumba Man had the ult ready to go again. He's going to kill him off. Bulldog hiding in the
at all. He gets like a blink
Hex. They need a blink Hex or a Basher / Abyssal Blade on Matumba. And until it's an Abyssal, you're just rolling. There's the Ravage. The Ravage actually going onto Bulldog. One of the tank is here as they throw up the shards. Bulldog gets pushed on the other side. And then right as the Global Silence comes in, Matumba Man jumps in. It's going to purge that one off. Chases forward. They snowball again. This one's going to connect. There's the uppercut. Then the egg drops in the middle of Alliance. They're being forced back. Run over. Matumba Man angry. What's his honey? They get 2. Looking out for S4. Burning him down. 3 have fallen. Alliance crushed in the fight. And it was after what looked like a deep...
It also does waste some of that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Good for Alliance here. Fada walking down to the river. He's got the BKB. S4 is going to try to force it out, banishing the Queen of Pain. Heading to the north. He's also dragging him away from his team, and then the Fit gets on him, and he will end up going down. They hack apart Fada. Christmas. Again. Alliance creeping forward here. They've got a global ready to go. They're going to get him eyes on the cover that off the back. Phoenix there to heal him up. Fada, great blink in. He's going to banish him, keep him alive. The global already committed, but Fada is low. Then Mind Control comes in, drops the Ravage. Ursa gets to work, pushing low to back the snowball onto Bulldog, trying to kill off that Bear. They will prevail. First to survive. Most through it not to look in. Now they turn back on the Escort. Great counter initiation. Teamwork on Liquid. They get 3, make it 4. Fada bailing out the team. The global does not feel like a threat this game. They've got the Diffusal Blade, they have mass BKBs, they also have they haven't done EDS, that's also what they have. Tier 4 tower. He will fall as well. S4 buying back the Sven, also buying back the committee. A lot of bodies to try and hold this lane of Rack. But Hiroki rolling in deep onto S4, he'll go. They're going to uppercut him a Sven stun on 2. Maybe they can turn this to the Matumba Man right out in front. Heck, wide load here. Gets the job done. Finishing off S4. That's a dieback on the Queen of Pain. And Liquid pulling away with game 1. They weren't considered underdogs coming into this series, but having their dominance here, they go on to win this one. I'm sure they'll be underdogs much longer. Mind Control will get fun. Loda trying to turn this. He's looking for the multiple cleaves, but he gets controlled. Held in position now. Trying to back away. He's going to walk. He's likely to die. Matumba Man jumping in. Blink first. Fast next. Then Loda, the result. That's a dive back on the Sven as well. And Ake hangs back, but can't easily escape. Roster melts him down and spits him out. Roasted deer. It's venison for dinner. Everything.
Game.
falling apart here for Alliance. They have thrown body after body at this Liquid offense, and nothing has worked. Another match, another kill, EGM2 into the meat grinder. 4 dead, they just don't have any vision on them now. It is daytime, so he knows Liquid are backing off, but they're a tight ball of 5. Very tough to go in, and he will crack their smoke. Blinking forward, mind control, going to work the Ravage on 2 Bulldogs down. Ake next. Liquid feasting on Alliance, and now back to the Roche.
The mega creep defense coming out from Loda, like we've seen some kind of insane stuff from them.
Well, doing a 4v5, that is a smaller task, especially when Fada's the man to get the jump. And quickly onto Loda, O'Neal can drop just eviscerates the Zen. Dead for 60, Quap still a half minute off the respawn, and Alliance, they've had enough. They're bloody fat and bruised and going to game 2. Down 0-1. This one was ugly, and towards the end, it wasn't even close.
Absolutely fantastic opening from Liquid. It seemed very momentum dependent. Come out, just pummel their way through.
Necrophos.
Here so incredibly well. The pressure on early with the napalm stacks. He doesn't care about giving away magic one charges.
Has gone in bottom. I think they know the Enchantress move towards mid courtesy of that ward, and now they're looking to punish. They catch out Loda. Sunstrike coming through. It is going to connect. Loda goes splat, and now EGM desperately into the trees. He will wind his way through here. Buys the teleport scroll. Looks to use it. Shackle actually is ready, but there's no mana for it, so he's going to tango his way through. EGM rolls the dice, and well, he will make it out in the end, but still, this lane is in shambles. And
around these gank opportunities that Alliance are going to be trying to
just
find.
when he's starting to catch up. Fada, this is not the way he wants to go, but they've got the vision on him. They're going to lead here with the lasso. Nobody remotely in the neighborhood help out. Then they commit the roar as well, and with all that damage, Fada continues to burn, surviving for ages, but eventually they will secure the kill. Jerax also TP'd into this one. He too is immolating, and the slow from the board combined with the Firefly damage, almost enough to kill him. At long last, Matumba Man arrives, will get the kill courtesy of the Reaper's Sight. That will be an extra 30 seconds on the sidelines, but S4 backs away. Kuroki trying to keep the vision on him, trying to prevent that blink out, but can't quite do it as S4 successfully retreats. So they trade a Beastmaster, 2 ultimates, but they do manage again to slay the Invoker. Then at that point, perhaps you can actually hold the high ground, but the wards were used, so it's likely not to be a full base breach, but it will be a lot of damage on the tower. EGM dropping the weave, hits all of Liquid, and they still stick around. They're going to work here with the Forge Spirits, as well as the Treants. Liquid trying for the quick lane of Rax. Naga Son is available, though. Roars online, bats up in 5, and there's the Son. Alliance are going to wait for S4 to come back, and they look to engage. Who's Bulldog going to focus? Let's see. Loda gets in the middle of the enemy team. He lets the Riptide go. The Meatball comes down, though, the other way. Matumba Man kept alive for now by the False Promise, and the Necrophos proving to be a bit too difficult to finish off. Loda's forced back. They've already committed the Song. S4's in a bit of danger. Ake comes in from behind, but they've lost 3. They've committed all their big ultimates. It might be 4. Ake trying desperately. He can't get it done. And Liquid, just like that, who needs Serpent Wards?
Yeah, they've probably seen a few too many of these games where one bad Roche fight suddenly buys a tremendous amount of time. And this is definitely a game of one bad team fight for Liquid.
They're going. They're thinking about it. S4 with his customary haste route at a critical moment that could turn the game.
Oh, he's found Jerax.
He wants Jerax, and Jerax will get caught out there. The Invoker gets roared. Follow-up comes through, but the Reaper's Sight not enough to secure a kill. The ward's getting dropped in the midst of the fight. Matumba Man brought low. They finish him off. Necrophos down. They buy back on the Oracle. Song, disengagement from Alliance. They want to get out cleanly.
Oh,
And they will. A 2 for nil. And a Serpent Ward's forced out, and a buyback.
A lot of trouble, so they're still going to be very wary of what can come their way. And
well, then I guess all eyes on the Dazzle for a timely grave.
yes, this Dazzle Grave is going to be on point.
Loda prepping things nice and early here. Drops the Song. He's only isolated Matumba Man. Kuro's in a decent position. They're trying to kill off the wards during this time. They do manage to kill them all. Let's see if that stops Liquid from going in. There's still a decently strong lineup, but Mind Control gets lassoed. Oracle not in position to save him. Jerax can't help out his buddy. Mind Control popping the mech. Very tanky there. Now the Meteor starts to come down. Alliance are going to take a rebuttal of offense. S4 graved up for now, biding their time. Kuro low. They will lose the Shadow Shaman. Loda routing them. They get the Imps off, and Matumba Man 2 will fall. That's 3 heroes down, and Alliance have them on the run. Now the long-range net from downtown. Loda going to control Fada, push him back into the Ice Wall, and beat him down, even with the Ice Wall. Not enough to save him. That's 4 dead. And this was the chain of disastrous events that Liquid were afraid of, and now they're happening. Jerax turning on Ake, wants to nuke him down. He gets him, blasts him away there with the Purifying for it. EGM Ultimate Orb. Lincoln Sphere now complete, so a counter perhaps here to the Necropho's ultimate is Kuroki. He was trying to counterplay this and contest in the pit, but he's down to the roar. The rest of Liquid immediately scatter. Lasso is available, and Jerax, well, Flame Break will cancel his TP, so he's likely going to roast here. Cooked up by the Batman. He'll delay the inevitable. He'll head into the midst of Alliance, but he is going to be going back to the well here in just a moment. Pop goes the Oracle, and
So this is looking like it's not going to accomplish too much here.
the wards get dropped down, but they don't really want to move in. Song comes through. Liquid will be held in position. Matumba Man gets caught out. Wards cleaned up. Massacred, really. And Batrider about to respawn 8 seconds ago. Well-timed blast there by Fada to force Alliance back, but Bulldog blinking forward, finds the opening there, gets off the roar. Matumba Man will be cleansed and purged off by the False Promise, but they lay into him from long range with the impetus. Might as well throw out that Reaper. Matumba Man into the tree. Again, he'll pop. The False Promise is just not enough here to keep heroes alive. Alliance, big items there. Reaver now on the way, and they go for the lasso, and it's on to Jerax. They then roar Fada, controlling it, locking him down, but Bulldog's been trapped out by the wards of Kuroki. They are likely to lose the Oracle, but Jerax managed to get off the False Promise, so he's wasting a lot of time. Ake on the run. He's going to drop eventually, but can they get the additional counter kills? While this is all happening, EGM still retreating out. Jerax on the hunt. Lanes are pushing in slowly but surely. The imps from behind doing work to Kuroki. EGM able to get off the grave to keep him alive. Vada gets turned up by the hill bump. Jerax massacred from the rear as Loda comes roaring in. 2 more of Buttback. Mind control in the midst of it. They're going to song and say, screw it. We're heading for the backline here. As onto Matumba Man they go. Everybody from Liquid streaming back towards the base. They've now committed an Oracle buyback as well. Mind control surrounded. Beaten down. He will buy back too. They've thrown out 3-4 buybacks in this fight. They need to hold Alliance. What's that game 3?
And S4 poised for a pick off
with
as
the
well.
smoke initiation, he's going to come from the trees. Let's see if they're ready for it. Mind control gets off the auto attacks. They get off the Reaper, but he's got the BKB. He's able to pop the cheese. S4 baiting out the Reaper. Now the Song coming through from Loda. He's going to move past the racks. Let his team set up. Then Bulldog comes in, drops the roar onto Fada, locked in the middle of it. Now the lasso onto Matumba Man. They've got no way to purge. The Oracle's dead. That's 3, make it 4. Nobody with buyback. Liquid, they had their shots this game, but Alliance persevere, and they will force a deciding game number 3. Really impressive stuff from the Swedes.
Absolutely. Incredible hold.
Night Stalker.
At this stage.
Fata's already having a much better game than last time as far as his individual laning goes and his CS. So.
Mind control. If there's a bash here from EGM, he could likely go down. Might go down without it. There's the bash follow-up and goes for the TP out. The Profitable coming through, but no, it's too late.
Kind of gank and kill opportunities for Liquid.
They want to go on S4. He's used his orb here to farm Night Stalker, camping out the top rune, and he's jaunted in. Maybe they can kill off S4. The Cold Snap there. The Void comes through. Sunstrike. Oh, he just turns and stands his ground. He gets the coil off S4. The Magician not dead just yet. He's going to have an orb as well as a phase shift. Looks like he gets out of this one. And in fact, EGM coming back in, but as the orb was used to get away, S4 going to try to retreat out. He's low, though. The Void comes in from long range. S4 phase shift. It's a very low level. It ends up going down. They're making a move here on mid. The Beastmaster Bulldog has been caught out. He meets the Forge Spirit. Sunstrike coming through. Profitable as well. Just enough to get the kill there. Bulldog's killing spree ended. It is daytime, but they're punishing EGM. He's rotated in. The Sprout's there again. Charge on cooldown. He could be in trouble. Orb over the top is going to connect on Fada. Drops the sounds to get the kill. EGM low, though, will end up falling. And now Mind Control with all the familiars at his side. All these extra minions to help him out. Might be able to turn it. The Stolen Psalm sets up onto S4. He gets lifted. Completely controlled. Silence as well. They kill him off, too. That's 3 dead, so Jerax finds his opening.
Fight around the Nature's Prophet, and for Alliance, it's respond to this Nature's Prophet.
S4 jumping in, but he gets counterplayed by Jerax. He is going to sacrifice his Aegis early. Fada just standing his ground. Manages to interrupt the charge there by EGM, invoking the Cold Snap at the crucial moment. This could really turn south for Alliance. Mind control is pretty low, though, and EGM's going to dive deep on him. Hasn't finished him off, though. Is going to get healed up by the stick charges. They haven't done the job just yet, and now Ake's low. Alliance have blown their load, and they don't have much left in the tank. Matumba Man moving forward. Still has 4 sounds. They get the lift off again. Jerax completely countering him in that fight. Fada netted up the long-range axes, not enough to finish the job. The Battle Fury cleaves through those illusions. Together, Liquid are finding their openings now onto Bulldog. That's 4 down, a massive swing of momentum. And they do it while Poppy, all their team fight To me, it seems like they would want to take that fight, just maybe not yet. But here we go. S4 blinking in, dropping the coil and going to work. They net up Natumba Man, holding him in position. He's going to Manta. He tries to turn and run away. He will blink out to safety. Kuroki working on EGM. Will finish him off just barely at that mind control. Trying to turn this fighter on the Mana Void getting dropped there. Not really enough to finish the job, though. Alliance resetting the fight and deciding to disengage. Loda popping the Son. Vada, Sunstrike. It's going to connect. It pops the Aegis. It almost kills Bulldog as well. He could look for a twofer. Matumba Man moving forward. Load up on the back foot. They'll blink in again. Has the net. Has the gem. Decides to turn on Bulldog instead. Now the illusion's going to work. Matumba's going to make some short work of those, but at the same time, the Radiance Burn, it's doing its work, and perhaps Mind Control, that was not the ideal TP. He's going to go for the TP out, but it's too late. Bulldog decapitates him with the X's on the return fire.
Having a gem and it being not just the gold swing's one thing, but then it being on cooldown for the next 6 or 7 minutes.
Bulldog, he really wanted that tree, and he may live to regret it. That's some serious hate for the Nature's Prophet, and it costs him his life. It also costs him a stolen Hawk here. We'll see how much of a difference that makes. Fada coming through, the Tornado crashing on top of the Lions' back lines. Loda runs through the middle of them. The Mana Void finishes him off. He doesn't get off the solid. Disastrous death. 4 have fallen, and all of a sudden S4 could make it the 5th, and they're doing it with the Prophet in the top lane, ratting it out. S4 desperately juking through the trees, but even if he makes it home, he's up against
Worth of disables and damage to kill an anti-mage speaks to all the problems that Alliance are currently dealing with. They don't have an answer to this anti-mage. When he starts pushing the high ground with BKB, Alacrity, Aegis, you're in trouble.
They do have Song. They are going to pop it here, but the Tornado kept him back. Will he get into the pit in time? Loda squirms in. Does he end up making out the Roshan falls? Loda grabs the Aegis, the cheese into the deck. Definitely blast there, though. It looks like the cheese still on the floor. BKB coming out from Matumba Man. Cast bouncing back to him. Lets the Mana Void go, and Foker manages to snag it. A little lactose for him on the way out. 4 have fallen from Alliance. Loda's likely to be next. Slashed up, beaten down by Matumba Man. They have lost a lot here. Gems hitting the floor. EGM tries to scoop that up. Nobody is safe from Fada. Adrian is not pleased. Well, maybe he lives here. Charges away to the north. Gets out with the gem. Nicely done, but he's charging towards Mind Control, who has a Hex in 3 seconds. This could really backfire for EGM. He gets Hex mid-charge, then they sprout him up. Sunstrike there, and EGM will, in the end, not keep the gem after all. He may have to swap something out for an MKB, or he's really going to struggle with the illusions.
The Prophet, I guess, can be the one to deal more with the Naga.
They're hunting Kuroki here, but he's going to throw out the Lotus Orb and try and prevent this initiation. They get the Tornado. Thada arrives. Drops the Deafening Blast. There's the Ice Walls. Oh, Alliance getting trapped, caught out. They've overcommitted. They need to scramble the defense. Their Song going through. Bulldog just getting worked down by Mind Control with the right clicks. Then Matumba Man arrives, slaps them down, and beats them into submission. Blinking forward onto Ake. Finishes him too. That's going to be 3. And they're not done yet. This forces out a Naga buyback. And Alliance have to make their stand. They can't wait forever. Matumba Man jumping in. He's going to go to work, just destroys the puck, turns back for Loda, who isn't able to get off the Psalm, has no buyback, and that just might be the game right there. Slicing deeper and wounding Alliance, slashing them down. Liquid looks like they're on the verge of taking this melee Rex down. Ranged is going to drop, and the Swedes are down to the lower bracket. Liquid have done it. They've done it in style, and they have proven they can deliver now on the big stage in front of a crowd and not on home turf. Yeah, the monkey's off their back, and they have all the potential in the world.
This is like the best we've seen Liquid play. They are looking like a team that can make a big run in this tournament, LD, and definitely excited to see more from them as they go through the bracket.
Well, and with that, we're going to hand it back to the panel, break down the rest of the game, and see where they're headed from here.